ba, the final countdown. Alright, here we go with the apple cinnamon. Going to be a taste test right out of the tap here. Let's see what we got. This is going to be the carbonated version. Ooh. It's pouring nice, pouring nice. Not seeing a lot of head on that one. After 4 days, I know she's carbonated though. It's got a nice color. She's definitely carbonated. Just not as much head on there as I thought there would have been. But, I don't know, it's par for the course. We'll see what happens. Oh, apple cinnamon. I can smell the apple. Allspice. Almost smells like my pumpkin beer. I got some cloves in here. Okay, going in for the taste test. I'm not sure the hops again. I have to look at my sheet. I don't know off the top of my head what they were. Oh yeah. It lives up to the other ones. I thought she would have been a little bit more carbonated by now, but a little hazy. 4 days chill haze. I definitely see bubbles in there. It's hard to see. The camera's not going to pick that up. But nice beer. Nice tasting beer for sure. Alright, after 2 months on the peach wine, we're going to mix up some bentonite today. And add the bentonite to clarify it, to get it nice and crystal clear. It's been 2 months fermenting. If I don't burn myself on the steam here, I should have the cover on there. So a little boiling water. God, I'm getting burnt. I should have the cover on there. That's the 3rd time I said it. So about a cup of water. And we want to, I use about a half a spoonful, teaspoon. Dump her in there. Let it dissolve. Stir it up. That was a sanitized spoon. Boiling water. And we'll let this set and cool off here a few minutes before we rack it to the carboy and add the bentonite. It takes a while for that to dissolve. Sanitizing the transfer wand here, the siphon pump. Drip on the floor, we clean it all up later. Not a problem. Get that into our second, well, this is the 3rd time, but this is the time we're going to be adding bentonite. This is the 3rd racking of the peach wine. She's on its way. Houston, it's on its way. Now there's some sediment at the bottom. And this is going to pick it up. You'll see when I hit it. It's going to catch a little, but I don't really care right now because we rack like crazy. We'll just put this in carefully. There it is. That's fine. I won't touch it again. It got a little, but not a lot. Going into the secondary carboy, 3rd time racking. My wand is in the bucket over here. We'll get later. I'll put it in my drill and we'll stir up the slurry of the bentonite, which is negatively charged bentonite. It's going to combine with the positively charged ions of the wine, and it'll it'll make it fall out of solution. It'll be clear as a whistle. That's what it works really good. It's like a gelatin in beer. People use different things. So let's fill this up, and I'm going to do the pear wine is over here too. So we're going to do that today too. We'll transfer that. We'll add some bentonite to that. Get those clearing up, and then maybe I'll even transfer the fruit wine over here. It's probably ready for a racking too. Now this is the last set of peach wine in here. We're going to use this as a topper and top off the jug here if we don't stir it up too bad. I should siphon it out of there, but God hates a coward. I gotta save room for the bentonite. We'll stop there. And we'll get our bentonite in here now. One more stir. And in she goes. Fill it right up to where we want it to be. Now, we're going to get our wand out of the sanitizer. Oh, yeah, we are. Why wouldn't I? And stick this in our drill. Thought we were going to stick it in our drill. Stick it in our drill. Hit it again in case I bump it against myself. Stick it in here and stir up that bentonite. That's good enough. I'm not degassing it. Although this is the tool I used to degass it with anyway. And that's it. I'm going to put the bung back in. And the other one here. And then the new bung, or the airlock, into this one. I like to fill it with sanitizer. And that'll be the end of that one. All I gotta do is pick it up and stick it back up on the shelf, and then we gotta do the pear wine. Boy, am I spilling stuff all over here. Let's get this back up on the brew shelf here. Yowza! It's cloudy, but that'll be clear as a whistle in about a week. Almost a week. Get the little dress back on her. You keep your beers and your wines in the dark for light struck purposes. I can change give it off flavors. It's the same with your wines and your beers. All right. So that's what this one looks like. It's all murky. You can't see through that for nothing. So once this settles, you'll be able to read through it. All right, onward with the transferring of the pear wine. We're going to add some bentonite to this also to get it clarifying. So make sure my hose don't fall out. And she's on her transfer into the glass carboy this time. It doesn't take long to come out of that one to get in there. Oh, it smells absolutely delicious. That's the pear. This is the pear wine that we made from my daughter's pears. We get the bentonite in there, should be nice and clear. Of course, we stirred that up here. That's ready to go in. As soon as the transfer is complete. Ah, good cup of coffee this morning. I'm going to give this one a little tilt. As much of this wine out of here as possible. This is for my daughter's pears. Worked really hard on that. Didn't want all that air, but we did get a little air. Not gonna hurt nothing. Little sample. Oh, little sample taste on that. And let's get our bentonite in there. Bentonite's in. I'm gonna get our stirring wand again. I'm gonna sanitize that again real good. And then we're gonna stir that a little bit. Oh, that's degassing it almost. That's all we need. Stir that bentonite in. And we're done on that one. That's my sanitizer. I gotta get a bung or an airlock. Of course, I set my stuff down. I don't know what I do with it half the time here. It was in sanitizer, but I like to give it a little bit more. Get that in there. Get that back up on the brewing shelf once I move the one carboy. I got a lot of cleanup to do there. So this one's made out of glass. A 3-gallon one. Oh, there's my I'm going to spill it again, ain't I? I'm going to take it over to the sink. Like I say, I like to put, almost dropped it, sanitizer in there. As my fluid. That's going to want to pop out of there for a second or two. Usually got to wait for that to dry out a little bit to stay in there. We'll see if it wants to pop out and land on the ground on me. And we'll put her little Superman cover back on there to keep her out of the dark. Once again, the lighting in here isn't that good, but if you look closely, you can see the haze in there. And like I say, I just did the pear wine at the same time, so in about 2 weeks, this is going to be clear as a whistle. You'll be able to read right through it. Then we'll rack it again. Then we'll let it sit there. We'll give it our metabisulfates for protection, and then we'll let it sit about 6 months, and then we'll bottle it. That's how we do it. That's how I do it anyway.